Hi, this is Doug Farrar. I'm the editor of Yahoo Sports' NFL blog Shutdown Corner. I'd like to give you a rundown of 5 players to watch for, skill position and otherwise, who could make an immediate impact for NFL teams no matter where they go in this year's draft. I struggle with a lot of the quarterbacks in this draft class. I think there's some guys who will be taken a round or more too high. I see Matt Barkley from USC as a first-round pick in some mock drafts, and I just don't see it. He's a third-round talent. Ryan Nassib from Syracuse is another one. A lot of guys I respect. He's the best quarterback in this draft class. Again, I don't see it. The kind of consensus best running back in this draft class is Eddie Lacy from Alabama. I don't think will be the third straight Alabama running back to be selected in the first round following Mark Ingram and Trent Richardson, but he has pretty similar talent. He's not explosive, but he's a guy who can extend drives and pick up 300 carries a year. I'll tell you a guy who really hasn't gotten two who have really not gotten the press that other guys have gotten. Robert Woods from USC. He's seen by some as kind of a low ceiling player, maybe not dynamically fast or whatever, but he played through 2012 with an ankle injury. And then DeAndre Hopkins from Clemson. Reminds me of kind of the good version of Brandon Lloyd, understands route concepts, can run option routes. I think if he's there when the Patriots are drafting late in that first round, they would snap him up immediately, and Bill Belichick's recent iffy wide receiver drafts might take a turnaround there. With this draft, there aren't too many star quarterbacks. I don't know if a running back will go in the first round. Receivers are kind of a mixed bag, so you look at the line. Luke Joeckel of Texas A&M, Eric Fisher from Central Michigan, and Lane Johnson from Oklahoma. I think each of these guys will go top 10. I have Fisher as my best player in this draft and my number one in my last 2 mock drafts. He'll probably stay there. Joeckel is seen to be maybe the most finished player in this draft class overall. And Lane Johnson, who was a quarterback in high school, he's transitioned to offensive tackle. Maybe needs a little bit more work, but is a tremendously talented athlete and is really putting his game together. The defensive line, 2 guys have really stood out to me. Starlo Tulele from Utah, who I think he could be the next Warren Sapp, back when Warren was playing in Tampa Bay and getting all those sacks. And then Sharif Floyd from Florida. This is a guy who can play anywhere on the line. Reminds me of Richard Seymour. I think he has a very, very bright future. I would say Eric Fisher from Central Michigan, first overall. Deion Jordan from Oregon, dynamic pass rusher, would be second. Probably Starlo Tulele third, the aforementioned defensive tackle from Utah. I would put Geno Smith, the quarterback from West Virginia, fourth. Quarterbacks this year, not as great, but it's always an overdrafted position, and I think he'll go top 5. And then I would put Sharif Floyd in there. I think when all is said and done, he may be the most versatile and subsequently most valuable lineman overall in this draft class.